Mr. Victor.
Hello, bro.
Good to see you.
Same here, bro.
Okay, so the CAF Champions League semi-finals and very funny game in South Africa today. We saw that both sides, both Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, not just draw, but it was a stalemate. No goals scored at all. We want to be very particular about the Orlando Pirates versus Pyramids game today. Honestly, I did not expect this score line from Pirates. Why I'm saying this is because they have been on a very serious trajectory in the CAF Champions League. They have been doing so well. And of course, they just made it to the finals of the Nedbank Cup. And we already know they are going to do with Kaiser Chiefs. And you were saying here during the last time we were analyzing them, what if? But now that what if now is beginning to have some shakings. And what does that now mean for them? That they have to battle it out next week when they will go to Egypt to face the Pyramids. And to be very frank, we saw the heroics of the VAR today, which is, you know, there has been so many thoughts about the VAR and all that, and seeing what it was able to do today by cancelling out, how many goals did those Pyramids score? I think 2 goals. It cancelled the 2 goals. And in fact, Orlando Pirates should be thanking VAR tonight. All right, so what are your thoughts about the game generally?
Who will believe that in this game there'll be a goalless draw?
Nobody.
Who will believe? See, I will also say this for Pyramids. Mind you, before this game, when we were talking about it, I was like, these Pyramid guys have scored 18 goals in this tournament. Nobody is dragging goals with them. They are a top scoring team. But then today, we still saw them score. They scored a goal, but the goal was disallowed. But did they score? Yes, they scored twice. We saw the list. There was nothing new about the lineup for the Pirates. Everything was supposed to be how it is. But one would now say, would they have brought in Mabasa? Or could have been Makupa? But if you also check very well, you'd be like, Mabasa should be the right person for this kind of game. Because of how he runs, how they can counter, knowing that this team might not just want to sit deep, or want to come out and play. That's their usual style of football. And the game started. Or more. The Mabasa that I would say personally I have hope in. Mind you, this guy was so good last season. But then you see that the balls were not getting to him. You see that El Karib was in charge. The midfielder was in charge. Yes, I would say it was between him and Patrick. But then the stats will tell you that more. This guy was in charge. He had better recoveries. He had better passes. He had better dribbles, as in interception. Which one will you take for defending that he was not there and making the right passes? So the balls did not get to Mabasa. Mabasa could only try one shot off target. And by, I think, the 67th minute or thereabout, 62nd minute, he was substituted, and Makuba came in with some freshness. But aside all this, in the first half, we saw what happened. We saw the incident where my man, Mbukazi, one will say, was he clearing the ball? Did he really take the ball back? Or was he really pushing it for, as in, was he in control? Yes, that's the right word that they used. Mind you, when that ball came, was going to fisting, we saw the situation where Bukazi took the ball back. Then he scored. Fisting scored. But the question now, why VAR had to come in and cancel the goal was that Mbukazi, they stated the time, or some analyst, mind you, stated the time that his body was not in control of himself. He was not in control of himself. That was the reason why he couldn't control the ball well. But had it been, it was an intentional, not only intentional, but well-controlled back pass, and Fiston caught the ball, it couldn't have been an offside. But at the end of the day, VAR saved Orlando Pirates. And we got into the second half. And guys, 10 minutes to the end of the game, personally, I was like, if Orlando Pirates does not defend very well, they will concede a goal. You will see that Pyramids came to win this match. And what did we see? A corner kick. It was thrown in by Chure. And what did we see? We saw Nigerian boy, Ola, Ajuwola in full, scoring the goal very quickly. The ball tapped his hand and entered. His hand was on his body. See, Adibi, it was those times that we had rules that when your hand is on your body, you can't control, and ball hits you, your hand there, your body, ball hits you and it enters net. You know, back in the days, it's a goal. But nowadays, the law has been updated that so far it touches your hand and enters the goalpost, it is. So far ball don't touch your hand, it is a foul. And that was just what saved Orlando Pirates once more. At the end of the day, it was 2-0. The uniqueness about this game, which I've also published on our shorts, go to our social media, different accounts, you will see the real video about the significance of today's game. That after the 2 goals were disallowed, the Pyramids still had that spirit of sportsmanship. They were hugging the opposing players. They went to the ref, hugged him, as in greeted. As in, you will be surprised. Why? What is happening? Is this a North African country? Or more? I really doff my heart for them. They really did well. On ground, though, personally, they played ball. They played Orlando Pirates ball. Orlando escaped defeat today, as far as I'm concerned. But then, let's see. Let's wait. Some say that Saleng is the puzzle. Can Saleng be brought back? What can Riviero do to this team to spark up that light that will take these boys to Egypt or more? Hey, and win these guys. Mind you, in Egypt, the crowd that will behold upon them. And before I end today's fixture, you know, Orlando Pirates has already taken the Orlando ground as their home. Well, this match was taken to FMB. That's the Calabash. And guys, the Calabash is more like ×3 of the Orlando Stadium. So they couldn't fill it up. And it's a game that you have to pay. They couldn't fill it up. So the question now is, and the reason why the match was moved to FMB was as a result of the Orlando Stadium has already been booked by a church. My brother, you can say no the church. You could tell the church maybe they don't do their Easter program. They have booked. That was why the match was now moved to FMB. But then let's see how it goes. They have to get ready because this one or more, it no go dey easy. It will not go easy for Orlando Pirates. They need to pull out a miracle in Egypt.
At least any of the South African teams.
My brother.
Because we are looking at 2 options here. It's either the 2 South African teams manage to scale through and meet each other at the finals, or we have 2 Egyptian teams, Pyramids and Al Ahly, or preferably 1 South African team, either between Sundowns and Pirates versus Al Ahly or Pyramids. But we are going to find out next week. Next week will be the decider. And it's very interesting because they are going into this second half of the game, second leg of the game, without any goals from both sides. So, I mean, everybody's going to slug it out to at least to get a ticket to the finals.
Well, lastly, if you have the eye of a neutral person, you'd be like, South Africa has been outplayed today.
Yeah, that's true. Truth be told. Truth be told. Thank you so much for that analysis. We also like to get your thoughts in the comment section. You know, we here at Football Inter, one thing we always say to you guys is that we are unbiased in our analysis. When we see white, we call it white. When we see red, we call it red. And we have said today that football in South Africa today, CAF Champions League, did not go so well for either Sundowns or Pirates. But we are hopeful and we expect that second leg, a miracle, something very strategic will take place. I'm wishing the both teams well, and hopefully let's see how it all points out at the end of the day. So drop your thoughts concerning this matchup. We want to hear about your performances. What do you think Pirates did not do well today? We'd like to hear from you. And if this is your first time watching this channel, thank you for joining us. Go straight and become a subscriber. Hit on the subscribe button, and the notification bell is very much available beside it. Click the notification bell and select all notifications. Very important, so that you don't get to miss any video of ours when we drop it. And to our subscribers, a big thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for following us on this platform. I want to encourage you guys to keep liking, keep sharing our videos, keep commenting. And like I said earlier on, some shots have been dropped on all our social media platforms. Go there, watch and enjoy them, and also share your thoughts with us. We'll be happy to hear from you. At this juncture, I'll be drawing the curtain. I still remain your host of this platform, Football Intel, Mr. Dominion Chooks. And doing this with me all the time is my top-notch soccer analyst, Mr. Victor Siokwu. We both are saying bye for now, African football to the world, and Siyabunga, South Africa.